Good evening, it's Kinninigan. It got hot today in Philadelphia. It got humid, but I wanted to thank everyone who supported the channel. Um, I don't know if you enjoyed. I told people I would update you on like what's going on with the book, so I just did this rant video over Marduk, one of the kind of really rough draft chapters I had written. Did some commenting over it, and I had said something about the Zeta Reticulans being the gods of Mount Olympus in the Greek pantheon. I actually made a video on it, but damn, I didn't even have a goatee back then. I was heavier. Wow, that was 2019. Uh-oh. Lecture's almost 6 years old. I've learned a lot. These are the seven spirits of Mount Olympus, and you'll notice that all other symbols look like the casting symbols exactly out of the Lesser Key of Solomon. It looks exactly like the glyphs in an occult text called, it's actually called angelic text. And then you have Malakim, or I don't know how to pronounce it right. I think it's a Hebrew word, but it's a Masonic text. And it's characterized by these circles at the end of letters. And I'd made a video about that being quite possibly the way the Alpha-Draconians actually write in their language. So this is what I want to rant about. I've got a trying to figure out where to put all this information. Now this that I'm going over here, I'm not going to re-upload this video. I'm getting ideas together for live streams, but ultimately getting these ideas also published because I figured out some things. And these I've been working on Zeta Reticulans also for a while, figuring, and yeah, so I'm going to show you some pretty neat proof if you've never seen this. 12 Gods of Mount. This is where I originally got the. I was looking for the pictures. This is a pagan website, witches lore, but hey, if you want to learn about pagan stuff, you got to come to a pagan-run website. So this is, when I say Zeta Reticulan, this is from the Indiana. I actually like this Indiana Jones movie. I don't know why everyone's triggered from it. I thought it was fucking awesome because it had an alien in it, and I thought it was cool. I have not watched the new one from. I don't watch anything from modern Lucasfilm. So, you know, but you see the look of the Zeta Reticulan here. So, okay, that is a face mask of Zeus. You'll notice the almond-shaped eyes, but it gets better. Now, this is just a face mask, kind of ceremonial. It's not an exact bust of Zeus. However, so you don't think I am manipulating this photo when I show you this. This is a stock photo right off the internet. This is the bust. This is really important. You have to get the bust that is from the Museum of London, because this is the one that actually came from the Temple of Zeus for me. This is the one that the Zeta Reticulans actually made, and I'll show you why. We're saving that, and in the occult, this is really important. This is where the Zeta Reticulans come in. All 72 of the demons of the Lesser Key of Solomon are Zeta Reticulan alien greys. Aleister Crowley already showed that with his alien gray lamb. And they all have the same exact alchemical symbols as these seven spirits. And then I opened up a whole can of worm with the seven spirits thing. This is why I said this is going to be a future lecture, because the seven, there's a menorah based on it. There is the seven principles of God. My birth date is 7/2/77. So you're preaching to the choir about the number 7 with me. So yeah, that is crazy, right? So, and then in ancient Sumeria, we have the 7 evil spirits. One of them is the wolf. That's very that one's important. When it comes to Dogman and the cynocephaly. So we take this picture here in the occult. What you do is, all right, we gotta open this up in my video picture editor. When you reverse it, this is why a lot of the Greek statues, in my opinion, are missing their heads. And then when you flip it upside down, you see an obvious zeta reticulum right in your face right here. Here's his two eyes, the almond-shaped eyes, like I showed you on the ceremonial Zeus mask. Here's the mouth. Here's the chin. Here is the elongated skull, and then it kind of blends up into his mustache, and then, yeah, it kind of disappears in the beard. There's probably all other kinds of occult shit that's hidden in the beard. Good luck if you find it. You get yourself authentic busts from ancient Greece, reverse the heads, and you see Zeta Reticulans. And these are the ones who are working in conjunction with Alpha-Draconians. And I have figured out the mystery of ancient Greece, Rome, and ancient Egypt, all bundled into one. So how do I get this information across? So we're going to have a stream. I'm getting ideas for live streams. I'm still going to do the ranking, the reptilian conspiracy theories. I got like a couple dozen of them, so plenty of them. Zeta Reticulans. I'll keep you guys updated on the book stuff because I'm seeing a few book ideas here. I'm going to be mentioning each of these entities in my book, and there's a lot of information that I have about them, and the only way to properly do it would do individual books. So that's what I'm saying. One on Alpha-Draconians, one on native Terran reptilians, one on Zeta Reticulans. But there's also this weird thing because the Zeta Reticulans are working in conjunctions with the Alpha-Draconians, obviously, for their occult magic matrix. Remember, I showed you I got these symbols from the Greek pantheon off the witches. This was my old, yeah, that was my old computer. Before I had my $1,200 rebate from Donald Trump, our stimulus check, and I bought myself a workstation. So screw yous. So that's why I like the Orange Man. Joe Biden didn't send me shit. I can't afford bacon. Oh, you know what? I think I could buy bacon this week. I had a yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm joking. My cat Dougal actually likes bacon. I told people that before. So, also got some other interesting. That's Abrahas. This is an interesting symbol. At first, I'm thinking it's a Rosicrucian symbol because the female vagina is the symbol of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Is a vagina. Also, in the very, I'm a fan of science fiction, aliens. The artist behind Alien, H.R. Giger. I was an artist. I went to art school. I used to copy his drawings when I was teaching myself how to draw the aliens. I had an alien comic book, and I would try to copy the xenomorphs. Yeah. Anyway, he's got a lot of female reproductive symbolism. You notice the doors to the spaceships look like that. Female. Yeah, so there's this. That's why I said I don't know. But there's a lot going on in this symbol right here. With the sun sign, which doubles as the human anus. The Lion of Judah on the head of a snake in front of the sun. There's the moon here. Yeah. Here's another thing. The Ankh. This is an interesting depiction of the Ankh, because if this is true, my theory of the Ankh is true, it would make sense for part of the theory I have with the Greek pantheon and the Zeta Reticulans. See, what they would ultimately do is hide. They didn't stop practicing Egyptian mysticism, they just hid it. They became fraternities. This is what the Freemason are. They practice Jewish and Egyptian mysticism. I have some of their books right next to me. They're for sale. So send me an email if you're serious and looking for occult books. I have The Star of the West, The Egyptian Revival. I have a book by Gerald Gardner, The Godfather of Wicca. Not kidding. They come from an occult library. They were donated to me for research, and that's going to be another stream. Yeah. I'm going to show the books I have for sale again. I'm going to make sure I didn't need any more information from them. But like someone said, yeah, I do have a scanner, so I am able to scan pages of stuff if I need to. But it should be all right. So my theory is, well, you obviously see there's a reptilian on the Ankh. That is Ra. Yeah, Alpha-Draconian, very reptilian looking. And blew this up. So my theory on what the Ankh is, well, because you see a lot of people rocking this symbol, and they rock it like, oh, I'm all Wiccan, I'm neo-pagan, and the Ankh is cool, but no, if it symbolizes what I think it symbolizes, which would make a hell of a lot of sense, considering that, like I said, think the Kabbalah. I think this is a representation of the Kabbalah in the using it would make a set, and it's also a mockery of Christianity, which is what the Rosicrucians are all about. This is why you have a crucified reptilian on a cross with the top part of the Ankh being the serpent coil here. Looks like a snake belly. The Eye of Horus, yeah, up top here, the horns. Yeah. The bull goes right back to Babylon. So they mix. They're not as creative as Once you get used to looking at all these ancient and occult symbols, they're not as impressive anymore. You really want to get some good insight into them. Take some LSD and then look at these occult symbols. No comment. Yeah, not for research purposes. Yeah, you actually see them form in 4 dimensions. Some of the interesting stuff, right? I made a video about DMT. Someone asked me about that, but I'm not going to do any of that on this YouTube's little. Yeah, they've been drug channels that I used to watch slowly disappearing. So here we have Abrahas. He's got the chicken head and the snake feet, and he's riding on the horses made for him by Poseidon, and Poseidon would be a Zeta Reticulan. There's something going on here with genetic engineering. It would explain why the Egyptians had elongated skulls like these Zeta Reticulans, because they were probably trying to form their own hybrid race with Egyptian pharaohs, the Zeta Reticulans, because the Alpha-Draconians were making their own human hosts, but they could shapeshift into them. So I think the Zeta Reticulans, and they work together. They're obviously rolling the occult with them. These symbols that I'm showing you, they're real black magic casting symbols. And yeah, they look like electrical symbols, like you would see on computer circuitry. That's what it is. It's what the occult, it's magnetics. And so yeah, the Greek gods and symbols I'm going through here. Oh, Wikipedia has locked all the pages doing anything to do about any gods. They gave me a new link today. They gave me the Anunnaki Wikipedia link, and I didn't even put Anunnaki in my video. And this is funny. And why it's funny? Well, it's locked, meaning that if you want to edit any of the reptilian Wikipedia pages, like the CIA updates this. We already know who does. But at the bottom of the Wikipedia page, they make sure to put a whole 2.5 paragraphs of pseudo-archaeology and conspiracy theories. And guess who's in there? David Icke, Ronald Fritz, Eric von Daniken. We can talk about reptilians, come on. Now, they don't mention reptilian. David Icke. Yeah, the reptilian conspiracy theory. That's the other Wikipedia page. Why would you even put this on the Anunnaki page if supposedly the Anunnaki are just regular Sumerian gods? Nothing to see here. And yeah, okay, whatever. This is their authoritative news source. Then we have the Apkula. Now, the Apkula, this is another book. The Apkula would be Dagon. Dagon is the Sumerian half fish, half human god. What I believe to be another form of genetic engineering, which quite possibly would have been to try to dominate the oceans of Maldek, because I believe there may have been intelligent life in the oceans also existing at that time. Well, actually, according to the Hindu pantheon, there was. They helped Rama build his bridge alongside the monkey people, who are basically Sasquatch. Sasquatch is in the Epic of Gilgamesh. He is the giant, the hairy giant in the cedar forest that he has to go kill. This is why they despise Bigfoot so much, because the Alpha-Draconians can't dominate them. They've already tried when they took over planet Earth. They're a relic ancient species. And there's some other things going on here with entities that are able to use their pineal glands and ones that aren't, because there's another theory that in ancient times all animals and all entities were telepathic, using a universal language called Silver Tongue, which is where we get the mocking tongue of Lucifer and the Tower of Babel. So, that's my second rant today. If you like what you're hearing, please share, like, subscribe. This stuff about Greece and the Zeta Reticulans, I gotta find better pics. They give me a Wikipedia page at YouTube, and then first thing I see is a naked Aphrodite statue. You had to put all the naked statues in, right? Yeah, go YouTube. And then they'll give you a community guideline strike for showing nudity. After they put the Wikipedia link in and lock the page because you have to work for an alphabet agency to do any edits on, yeah, any good pages, well, supposedly good pages. Yeah, so they, this one, look, they never gave me the Anunnaki link. This is like, so I went over, I thought, is this a new page that they made? I've been doing this for quite a few years, as I showed you, and I've never gotten the Anunnaki link. I've gotten the reptilian conspiracy theory link all the time. Gotten the Freemason one. I got everyone that's over there, except for the medical stuff, if you know what I'm talking about. Didn't get that link. So, yeah, I think we have a couple books here. Getting the first one out was going to be the hardest, right? Most difficult, but the information, it all, oh yeah, I was over it again. Insanity. Yeah, I'll stick to researching Zeta Reticulans and reptilians all day. So this is what, yeah, got some major brainstorming done here. This is some kind of connecting pieces together and where I need to go. Yeah, so this is Abrahas. Yeah, the Mothers of Darkness Castle. I don't think I'm going to do that lecture. Why? Because Mothers of Darkness and the Thousand Points of Light. Mothers of Darkness Castle is the headquarters of the cult of Abrahas, who I just showed you. And they are known for a very specific thing in the occult. And that's all I'm saying about that. Because, let me just give you an idea. Nobody in modern times has gotten a picture of Mothers of Darkness Castle. And that's a fact. There's been shills who've gotten pics of Bohemian Grove. I showed you how Alex Jones got picked for Bohemian Grove. He was on the website of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Remember when Dave Griffin from the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn made me that video? We are not reptilian Illuminati. In response to my Aleister Crowley video. Yeah, they were trolling me. Because InfoWars was on there as one of the companies they control that are not, because through their teachings, everyone is born with a mind parasite. They hijacked that with the idea from, obviously religion being born into sin. So if you're a patriot, if you love God, if you love Jesus, if you don't believe in murdering children, you got a brain parasite, and you need to get that John. And the only way you're going to get rid of it is to your own free will. That's the most important thing. Devil can't come in your house unless he's invited. So I figured this out. All this, and let's be honest, people join secret societies, I think some to find out all this esoteric shit. And I'd rather just try to figure it out for myself instead of selling my soul to. Like I said, I think I'm definitely on the right track here with these entities. I'm trying to go in more detail these species and how they're actually operating on Earth and affecting our everyday lives, and more of the kind of old school, you know, lectures that used to be around on YouTube. You know, those PowerPoint presentations. You know, these. Yeah, I seen them all, but they never, except Phil Snyder, which God bless him, but we know what happened to him. He was the first guy I ever took serious talking about alien rays, for good reason. And I believe that, you know, the Archons, which is a totally, they're the little demonic mofos. I have Archons on video flying the UFO. That's the Turkey UFO footage. It's probably on my YouTube channel. I gotta check what videos. So yeah, some of these older videos I'm not gonna probably re-upload to YouTube. This is on my Odyssey channel, LBRY Odyssey. I have two channels here because you can only link one YouTube channel at a time, and I'm about to link this channel, sync YouTube channel. See, so I have Kinninigan, which has I got more subs on LBRY than I do. No, wait. No, I got, how many subs I got now? I think it's like 1,300. Yeah, 1,342. Pretty close. So yeah, I am on Odyssey. And Kinninigan's in a row. And then there's going to be a third channel, Kinninigan, the Book of Reptilians. And that'll back up all these videos. Between these two channels, look, I got 2,000 videos. A lot of them are rant videos that I got kicked off YouTube for. But I've been trying to go through and clean up the channels. Get a lot of the junk videos off there. Look, you don't make any money at Odyssey. The government did not like the competition, quote unquote, did not like this website, and they tried everything to shut this down. But this is the only website that you can still sync your YouTube channel to. You can't do it at Rumble anymore. YouTube has stopped their API. That's what allows internet websites to interact with each other, and they disabled the API with Rumble by competition. Thank God Odyssey still has it. See, so I'm going to sync this YouTube channel to another Odyssey channel, and then I'll give you that link when I do it. And yeah, we're going to have some cool lectures coming up this summer. Is the Ankh a symbol of the Kabbalah? Don't answer that. I think it is, and I think it was just kind of had multi-purpose, mocking Christianity, obviously God. Yeah, and if my theory's right, because it obviously shows collaboration with the Alpha-Draconians. This is why, Horus is a falcon. He's a hawk. Well, you see him right here. Ra, too. Look, see, it's a bird. Yeah, one of the symbols of the Alpha-Draconian Empire. Obviously in cahoots with the Zeta Reticulans. See, we have allies on Earth. That's another pantheon I think I finally figured out. That one's difficult because I made a video about the Vikings before. YouTube gave me a community guideline strike. They can go screw themselves because I made a video about Odin, and they tell me that it was a hate speech video because apparently some Canadians decided to join make a club in Canada that's named whatever, Sons of Odin, and they said it was racist. That was bullshit. That's another copyright, well, community guideline strike I have on file, which I will get to the hands of a attorney one day and say, look, can you do something? This is just straight out bullshit. I do a lecture about Odin, and I'm being accused of promoting hate speech. Like, get the... Yeah, no, it ain't my fault that I didn't know about the sons of whoever up in Canada. Okay, maybe I did, but... don't... Yeah, this is why people ask me a lot if I could do videos about Nazi mysticism and occultism. I would love to do video about the Vril Society, but I can't. I would like to do a video about the Viking Pantheon, but I can't because they accuse it of being racist now. And I think I have the Viking Pantheon figured out, which is a quite interesting one. It's not exactly a religious pantheon. If I'm right about that, then because I believe what the Vikings are actually talking about with Asgard is it's I think it's pretty obvious after I studied it for a while. It's Hollow Earth and the civilizations within the Earth. And I think their story of Ragnarok is when the inter-Earth species will come to the surface again and fight the great evil. It's happened before. Quote unquote, the 12 tribes of Israel, metaphorically, if you can imagine that. One of those races being the Cynocephali, one of them being the aquatic species I talked about in the Hindu pantheon, the Mer people. The Naga is who they were. And we have other entities because of what they're doing to the planet. Look, this is the laws of cause and effect in the universe. Okay, you can't just screw a planet up, especially if you have other civilizations on the interior, and we don't really know what's going on there. It's mainly all revolving around Antarctica. So that's another subject I want to do a stream about, Hollow Earth. Yeah. So we have some good topics to cover. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the rant. Yeah, you can find me at Odyssey. If you just go to Odyssey or LBRY, just type in Kinninigan, my channels will come up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so they come up. Masters of Kinninigan channel. There's a lot of people using my name for stuff. People have wrote rap albums named after me. I'm not joking. He might be listening to the YouTube video. If you are, what's up, brother? Yes, I'm in the know. There's people. The reptilian anomaly extravaganza. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you'll find. I'm starting a petition to have all leaders say can prove they're human. Yeah, it's one of my videos. So I'm sitting there with a lightsaber. That was wow. That was a little bit okay. White House briefing by Kinninigan. Yeah, YouTube didn't like these videos. They got triggered when I made fun of Jen Psaki. Circle back. You ever see this? Kinninigan meets Donald Trump. What's up with that? Is this loading? I was trying to figure out how to make YouTube shorts at this time, and I didn't know how to do it right because you have to format the videos in cell phone size, which is like 16:9. Then I finally found a website that does it for you, and I'm able to make YouTube shorts now. So that's the other thing I'm going to do. It's this website here, Video Crop. It will turn any video file into a convenient YouTube short, perfectly cropped video for you. Yeah, it puts it in that 16:9 format. Good for TikTok also, I believe. So, because YouTube Shorts get your channel noted. I did have some good shorts. I have the Nancy Pelosi one, where she admits to being reptilian. So anyway, I'm gonna go check on. Actually, I gotta go feed the cats. Go check on Dougal. There's my Sir Dougal. Anyway, yeah. Zeus is a Zeta Reticulan right there, as above, so below, right in your face. You would never see this. Who's flipping statues upside down in ancient Greece? Yeah, there are a lot of statues that are missing their heads though. They weren't broken because they were obviously fucking sawed off. If you look at them, yeah, they were stolen over the years. I bet there's a lot of pagans with these things sitting in their big Rothschild mansions with them inverted. Look, it's Zeus. You flip it upside down. George Soros and Klaus Schwab playing with the Zeus statue. Yeah, that's fucking elite though. They love idolatry. Yeah, but that's now I was not the first person to figure this out. The credit towards this, knowing that Zeus was an alien gray, goes to a guy. He ain't on YouTube anymore. He was an old school YouTuber I used to follow, and that is Jungle something. Guy from England, I believe. Jungle Surfer. He used to make all kinds of crazy videos. I think at one time he was getting into the doing transvestigations. A lot of YouTube channels disappeared overnight doing those. So, yeah. But he was originally the one who showed this in a video. And then I got a hold of a picture, did it myself, and it's like, holy shit, he's not kidding. And then I figured out of ancient Greece, Rome, ancient Egypt. In the background of all this is obviously Babylon. Looks like they were... I don't know what the relationship is between the Zeta Reticulans and Alpha-Draconians. I guess I can answer that. I don't know specifically if Zeta Reticulans feed off negative energy. They might. Well, they are demons in the Lesser Key of Solomon. Demons do feed on negative energy. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a redundant question there. But what is their purpose? Is there a war going on between them? Is that what Ragnarok is going to be? When the Zeta Reticulans and Alpha Draconians decide they had enough of each other? Who wants to rule the humans? Are they both envious of humans? It looks like the Zeta Reticulans are trying to make their own human race with the Homo capensis species. That's Akhenaten, the elongated skulls from Egypt. This is like turning into a big science fiction story, isn't it? Maybe I'm going to write my book epic. I'm going to call it. But George Martin has a song of ice and fire. This is going to be a song of lizards and alien craze. How does that? I'll get my books done before he gets done. The Winds of Winter, though. Don't worry. So yeah, Sir Pounce. That's from Game of Thrones. I'm not even up to him yet in the books. He comes in the books. He's Tomlin's cat. I'm probably book 3. I'm almost done book 2. There is a black cat in King's Landing that Arya tries to catch. He's a badass. He actually reminds me of Dougal in the book. That's where I found Dougal, outside. He was beating up other cats. He was a fucking bully. He's 18 pounds. He's big. You stretch him out, he's like almost 3 feet long. He could be pretty lethal with his claws and his teeth. And I had a lot of patience with him. Now he's living a good life now. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the lecture. Well, this wasn't a lecture. I'd say it's more of a rant. I am going to be doing a stream on this. Everything. I opened up a can of worms with the 7 spirits, and then I realized that the 7 reoccurring. Well, that could probably be in a video in itself. There is a reoccurring theme in religion and ancient pantheons about the number 7. We have 72 demons in Lesser Key of Solomon, 7 days of creation, 7 spirits of Mount Olympus, 7 demons of Babylon. Well, the 7 evil spirits of Babylon. But it appears the Greeks at one time, see, this my theories change. At one time I said all the pantheons on Earth were modeled after the Alpha-Draconians, and they're not, because the Greek one is its own thing. It's Zeta Reticulans, not Alpha-Draconians. And the Viking pantheon is just something. I'm going to do those lectures. I might not ever publish them on YouTube. I could put them on Patreon and my locals. That's fine. But people keep asking me about the Vril Society. I want to clear up what the Vril Society really is. It's not what you think. That was disinformation going around that it has anything to do with reptilians. It has absolutely nothing to do with reptilians. The Vril that they're talking about is a form of energy that there's actually Hindu yogis that practice this. Not releasing your energy through a sexual orgasm and not cutting your hair. They had these women in the Vril Society with hair that they never cut. And it was said that you were able to harness chi, prana, which is what my organ, right next to me, I have organ devices. What they collect, which is positive life energy. And if you are able to harness this power, you can get great powers, even greater than those of black magicians, and not even associating with demons, because you're working within the natural forces of Mother Earth. Yeah, what a web this is, right? Yeah, the plot thickens. Yeah, so we're gonna have to probably just write a book on the occult. No, that alone would be. Anyway, any questions or comments? Leave them below. God bless and take care.